She thought she was just walking off a practice court, but within seconds, everything changed. The crowd didn't just gather, it surged. People pushed forward, phones up, arms reaching, voices calling her name. And suddenly, 20-year-old Eala wasn't moving forward anymore. She was being pushed back, closer and closer to a concrete wall. Her shoulders pressed tight. No space. No control. Just pressure building from every direction. Her father was somewhere in the chaos. Her coach too. But in that moment, none of it mattered. There was no security. No barrier. Nothing between her and hundreds of fans who had waited hours just to see her. And that's when she shouted the only thing she could. Give me space, or I'm going to get run over. That moment, buried inside the noise of the Australian Open, revealed something the tennis world can't ignore anymore. Because this wasn't just a scary incident. This was a warning. Eala arrived in Melbourne carrying more than a racket. She carried a nation. From Dubai to New York to Australia, Filipino fans show up everywhere she plays.
Flags.
Energy.
Noise.
Not just for matches, but for practice. That's when you know something has changed. Because players ranked outside the top 40, they don't draw crowds like this. They don't need security just to leave a practice court. But Eala isn't a normal case. She's a global phenomenon, trapped inside a system that hasn't caught up yet. That day in Melbourne proved it. No barriers, no protection, just an open court and a wave of people. The ones in front could see her. The ones behind, they just kept pushing. And suddenly, admiration turned into danger. Even Alex admitted later. I couldn't move. I was getting pushed closer to the wall. That's when I realized this is dangerous. And here's the real problem. No one planned for it. Because on paper, she was still just another player outside the elite rankings. But in reality, she was already bigger than that. Way bigger. You see it everywhere she goes. In New York, in Dubai, in Melbourne. Entire communities show up, not just tennis fans, but people who see themselves in her. And when that many people gather, it's no longer just support. It becomes force. Even top players started noticing. Jessica Pegula, a world number 5, said you could hear the noise from a hotel room in Dubai. Not from the stadium, from outside. And when her coach asked what was going on, there was only one answer. Eala. That's the kind of presence you can't fake. That's not ranking. That's impact. And still, despite everything, Eala didn't pull away from her fans. She did the opposite. At the Miami Open, videos went viral of her stepping past security just to meet them. Photos, autographs, smiles. Because to her, those fans aren't just a crowd. They're family. They're people who flew across the world just to feel seen. And that connection? It might be the most powerful thing in tennis right now. But it comes with a cost. Because eventually reality catches up. On a podcast, fellow pro Desiree Crouchick couldn't believe what she heard. You can ask for security, she told Eala. And when Eala finally did, everything changed instantly. More space, more control, more safety. And Crouchick said it best. You're crazy big here. Not a headline, not hype. A fellow player saying it to her face. That's when it becomes real. Now the question isn't if this is happening. It's how big it's about to get. Because the clay season is next. Linz, Stuttgart,
Madrid, Rome,
Roland Garros. 5 stops. 5 chances for the same story to repeat itself. Is the system ready this time? Because her ranking might say 45, but the crowds? They're already top 5 level. And maybe that's the real story here. Eala isn't just rising in tennis. She's redefining what a superstar looks like. Not just wins, not just rankings, but culture, identity, connection. A player who can lose a match and still walk into a crowd that loves her like she just won a Grand Slam. That's different. That's powerful. And it's only getting bigger. So now the question is Eala changing the rules of what it means to be a WTA superstar? Or is the sport just not ready for someone like her yet? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you've been following this story from the beginning,